I'm going to defend JMO on something, but I want to let Rico bring this up. This is very important stuff.
Let me actually get the quote.
Okay,
so
you do that.
Right.
Kenny, ticket text first. If you missed Odyssey.com, rewind. We opened up with Arch Manning making more than NFL starting quarterbacks in many cities, and it's wrong. It's just we've hit the point of stupid, or as Rico calls it, the bottom of the chili pot. And college football becomes less likable by the day. Sad because it's the week of college football. Sad because this would be the time where we would used to do our college football kickoff luncheon. You know, there was a passion quotient for it, and I could still like something without being passionate about it. I could still watch something. But college football my entire life has been my favorite sport. And I really feel like that is changing because it's almost like when you see the commercials and they dress up like cows in suits, or you got like the animals dressed as humans running around in an office, and you got like a dog photo like Xeroxing his ass on a printer. That's what I feel like college football, like the powers that be are like barnyard animals just running amok. That's the powers that be. That the NCAA have said, we don't care, the building's on fire, and the conference commissioners are like barnyard animals.
Yeah.
It's a horse Xeroxing his nuts, and you're just like, what? I don't want any of this. This is not responsible. This is crazy.
See, I look at it as
Kenny just sneezed into it. Did you just sneeze in your shirt?
Yeah, I couldn't find a tissue in time.
Oh, my God. Rico, he didn't do the elbow up. He lifted his T-shirt out, put his head into the new marsupial pouch he had created, and sneezed down onto himself twice. Kenny.
Mistakes were made.
It's
How was that
it's
much
the
worse?
emergency. You got nothing else, nowhere to go. So yeah.
Better than into the microphone. Jeez.
That's true.
Paul Sarah joining us today as David's on vacation. Paul, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. You were saying.
I forgot. I was distracted by kidding.
Dan Campbell.
Oh, the Dan Campbell thing.
Jesus.
So they were asking Dan Campbell, is it possible that Jameson Williams can actually rehab at the facility since he is injured? And, because the NFL has unique rules regarding suspended players receiving medical treatment. Campbell, quote, "It's a good question. Technically, no, but we're looking into it because they don't really know if he's allowed to be there or not."
What a disgrace. What an absolute disgrace. Now, let's think about this. It's not that JMO is suspended for some violent action. It's not that JMO is suspended and a multi-time offender and the league has declared you are to stay away from the team for a year. None of it. Jameson Williams is a guy who got hurt on the job, who will be back in short order. And there's the fact that we have to have a conversation about whether he can use team doctors, team facilities to rehabilitate an injury.
Right.
That's a disgrace.
Right. And he also said that as they haven't given us anything when asked, have you heard anything from the league about this?
So you know what I would do?
I know what I would, but go ahead.
I'd just go ahead and say, JMO, get the rehab you need here, and ask for forgiveness later.
Absolutely. I would run this past everybody, including Sheila, and say, be prepared to write a check.
I'd have the players' union on alert. It's ridiculous.
Right, but the worst thing that's going to happen is they're going to fine us. But I'd rather just have JMO work out here, get healthy, because there is nothing, no set of rules. And then we'll call it the JMO rules that from here on out, you can't do it. But for right now, I'd push the boundaries. I'm not going to ask for permission. I don't care.
Now, if the league threatened taking away draft capital, that's a different thing. Right. I have not heard that yet.
Right.
I'm making a point, as disappointed as I am in JMO for a lot of things. This is actually really unfair to the kid. It's really unfair because how can you be an NFL football player? How can you get hurt on the job? And now I can't use the facility and the options available to me as an employee because I am suspended from the team at the conclusion of preseason for, 6 games, 4 weeks, 5 weeks.
Right.
What are we doing?
Yeah. If you can't show me a rule against it, I'm going to keep doing this until you say you threaten me with draft capital or even a fine.
I'd pay the fine.
And I would. That's why I said I would have to get Sheila on board with this. Like, you may be cutting a check to the league.
Yeah, like what are they going to fine you? $100,000? There's limits to what they can fine you. It's collectively bargained.
Right.
It's not like Goodell's going to come out and go $38 zillion. That's not an option.
If they're not talking draft picks,
I'm just doing it.
then you know what? You show up to the facility. If you have to, put on a fake mustache and a baseball cap.
Now, are we shilling for J-Mo? Like, is there anyone out there who feels like, no, he shouldn't have access to the trainers, training table, facilities, etc.? Because I kind of feel like we're all unified on this. If you're a Lions fan, whether you're bummed out or you're
we're J-Mo haters. We shouldn't be doing this topic.
You're right.
Sorry.
You're right. Banish him.
We've let the people down.
No, I just feel like this is unfair. This is actually highly unfair to him, and I think it's unfair to the team.
It is. And I think that this is one that the team just needs to be proactive. Just do it. Worry about the repercussions later.
248-539-9797. I'd love to hear from the people on it. And again, I know this will get lost in the weeds next week when we're gearing up for Kansas City, and I can't wait. But it does matter because, no, it's not like J-Mo is just going to go to the internet to fix his hamstring.
WebMD.
Yeah, right. J-Mo calls the team up. I've got cancer now. No, you hurt your hamstring. Relax. Like going on the internet to self-diagnose, it always ends up in the same thing.
Right.
I have cancer.
Right.
My toe hurts cancer.
Yeah.
Bob Marley died of it. No, like
right. Wait, did you stub your toe? Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh, man.
So my point is, I understand that he can go to great doctors. I understand that the team can help shepherd the process. It's just the idea. I'm with Rico here. I think Rico, he goes renegade sometimes. He gets a little on tilt, but this is one I'm with you. I'd ask for forgiveness later. I'm doing this.
As a matter of fact, I probably wouldn't say anything and just quietly show up.
Put J-Mo in the Bobby Valentine getup, fake mustache and sunglasses.
Absolutely. And once you're in the building, then you can take it off. But right now,
let me ask you a question. How the hell would the league know?
Exactly.
Not like they have an ombudsman in every building.
Exactly. J-Mo, put on a hat, put on whatever.
Yeah, the problem is,
up.
you know what it is? Now all it takes is one jerk with a cell phone camera.
That's him.
Yeah, I'd be worried that J-Mo would be tweeting stuff out.
You know what?
Good to be back
You're
home,
trying
boys.
to make this negative about J-Mo.
No. J-Mo, use the side door. We will let you in. Doctors will be here at 6 a.m. They'll rehab you.
It just seems
the media's not going to be there.
No, it just seems so authoritarian. It's just silly to me. I don't know. And I understand the league will argue, well, he could technically be getting work in and stuff like that. It's like, all right, look.
Got a hurt hamstring.
No, my point would be, why can't he have a Harbaugh suspension where he gets to practice all week and just doesn't play on game day?
And then designate people to run his reps for him.
No, I'm being serious that if you're suspended from the league and you're not going to get your game checks, why are you suspended from the facility? Why are you suspended from meetings? Like, it doesn't make sense. He's not Al Capone. The 6 games is painful enough. But the fact that he can't go to the facility and then can't get treatment, that Dan Campbell has to go out and say, look, it's a good question and we're looking into it. What is there to look into? Right. That the league has not provided you with a firm answer or options?
Right.
That's wrong.
Yeah, you're down at the local Henry Ford clinic like, that looks a lot like J-Mo. Why aren't you at yeah, because I can't go to Lions facilities. I got to go to the urgent care.
Kenny, where are you at with it?
I think this would make the league look very bad if they said, no, we can't, this player's suspended, we can't let them rehab an injury. That doesn't make any sense to me. That seems overly punitive and really just not a logical solution.
The fact that the league has not clearly and concisely communicated with the Lions, per Dan Campbell, that's a disgrace.
And I'm with Rico. I think he should just show up and be like, look, I was rehabbing an injury. What are you going to do? You're going to tell me that I can't rehab it? Like, I get the practice thing. I get the team meetings thing. I don't have a problem with him not being allowed in those. But to rehab an injury, this isn't that. This is different.
Kenny, I got to be honest with you. I do have a problem with the practice thing. I always have. Because the idea, and again, I mean, it's Rule 38, Harbaugh. I mean, if a coach is suspended, but he can still coach all week, then why can't a player who's suspended practice all week? It's the same thing. Like
College pros.
Yeah,
for now.
But he's already forfeiting his game checks.
Yeah.
Right? He's not going to get
You're
paid.
right. So if you're not going to get paid, you're just doing this on your own time.
Am I biased? Yes. I want JMO to be successful. I do radio in Detroit. But like when Calvin Ridley was suspended for the remainder of the year, he was banished. Mm-hmm. That's different than this. If someone is suspended on a like if you were, what was it, Josh Gordon, Justin Blackmon, these guys who've been suspended, banished as multi-time offenders of the league substance abuse policy. I understand you can't be at the facility. But for JMO, as a first-time offender who did not bet on football, who made a stupid move to, I don't know if he was playing Parcheesi or whatever the hell he was doing. The point is, it's bad enough I'm missing the games. And now it's bad enough I can't practice. But the fact that the head coach and Brad Holmes and everyone involved with the organization have tried to get an answer from the league about rehabilitation and can't get communication, what are we doing here?
Exactly. That's why if I'm the Lions, I bring him in. JMO, don't tweet this stuff out. Stay off Instagram, but show up here.
Kenny nailed it, though.
Every day.
Kenny nailed it. Wow. He'd be hitting you with something from the cold tub.
Yeah. Back in team facilities, guys. Good to be back home.
Bubbles, y'all. And it's
geotagged in Allen Park.
Getting my cold tub on.
Right.
Hashtag freezing.
He's handing out money at the facility.
This truly just stay off social media for the next 6 weeks or whatever. Come in here, rehab. Because you can't practice anyway. But at least we can make sure you're ready to go.
I wonder
what
the league would do. They couldn't come after your draft picks, I don't think.
Fine you?
Yeah.
Could they suspend him for longer?
I don't even think that's on the table as a part of the CBA.
Yeah, I don't know. I
don't know. 248-539-9797. Your phone calls about the JMO stuff, about the state of college football, and more. 97.1.